Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Oh, so I play like this MMO Black Desert, and it's like my fucking name in BDO. So it's like the guild's like, yeah, make sure your Discord name is. So I was like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. So two of it, I go by many aliases basically. I don't care. Abaddon. It's all good. Tessia, you're good. All right. So basically, I've been trying to get back into ADC, and my goal this season is to get to Diamond 4. Short-term goal. Hopefully, by the midway of the season, I can be plat. Um, and I've tried focusing on a couple of champs, uh, primarily Misfortune, but then I've been playing a lot of Kaisa and Senna and Vayne just to try to keep up with the meta. I'm having trouble playing Kaisa, Vayne, and sometimes Senna, to be honest. Uh, I'm not really that great with, I guess, short ranged AD carries. Uh, and I mean, I wasn't really a Misfortune player, honestly, until this season. I used to just play Callista a lot, but yeah. So in the past, when I hit plats, because I have hit it in preseason in the past, but then I'd have to go on deployment. But when I have hit plat before, I'd be playing Jinx, and I just remember when I played Jinx, it was just really easy for me to hit those breakpoints and then just spam rockets, and then yeah, spam rockets, and then just kill everybody. And I was just like, it doesn't matter how bad my team was really playing, as long as I didn't feed, I could just 1v9. But now,
Yeah.
I guess it's harder for me to, except with the exception of Misfortune, I guess maybe it's just harder for me to feel like I'm that powerful anymore, where I can just 1v9. It's like, all right, I guess at this point I can just kill everybody in the game, and then it doesn't matter how hard my team is.
Right,
So
right.
yeah.
So League has definitely evolved since then, right? And in the
Yeah.
recent years, it has not been ADC friendly, so to speak. But this year is I guess a step in a better direction for this role. So when it comes to like you're playing Jinx, you hit your breakpoints 3 items, and you start just killing people in team fights, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's like I guess I'm just instantly dead, or like I guess I just do no damage, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to come up with like it's more important to have the fundamentals down in terms of times you can do damage. Because if you don't have that down, you'll walk up to like auto summon instantly dead, right? So
Yeah.
let's take a look. Which of these do you want to start with then? Which of these
Um,
replays?
shit. Let's see here. Probably a Kaisa one.
A Kaisa one, like Kaisa game one.
Yeah, I Kaisa game one.
Okay. So how good is like compare your Kaisa and Misfortune? Like, do you think you have the same problem with both champions, or do you
No,
think it's
it's
like
a completely different problem.
different
So
problems? Okay, okay.
it's a different problem. So when I play Kaisa, um,
Mm-hmm.
I I kind of I play lane. I feel like I play it pretty safely. Uh, but I guess I don't communicate too well with my support. Sometimes I might miss easy kills, and then when it gets to like the mid game and stuff, it's like I'm just not fighting as often as I can, I guess, and I'm not taking advantage of ISO Q, and then just snowball. And it's just
Mm.
like, wow, well, I want to fight, but then my team's not kind of around, so I guess I have a hard time uh, figuring out how strong I am compared to everybody else, and if I can actually fight.
Okay.
And
So,
then misfortune, I feel like I can kill people a lot easier all the time. So I don't know.
mhm.
And then her R is just way easier in the chaotic team fights.
So a lot of what I'm hearing is basically, how do we just carry these games,
Yeah.
Pretty much, right? How do we just fucking solo carry these games? Because you always hear like, oh, gold is so low elo, you can 1v9. I mean, for someone who's like smurfing, sure, but it's definitely a lot harder trying to 1v9 every game at your elo, right? So it's pretty much like what are we missing in order to consistently carry every game? Is pretty much it, right? What's the big secret? I don't know if there is a big secret, but we'll find out in your gameplay, right? Okay, so let's keep going. So far, our laning phase is going well. We haven't really had to do too much, right? We're just pushing everyone. Everything's pretty good. Hold up. There's a Cho'Gath jungle if I recall correctly, right? So you should have no problems getting away from Cho'Gath. Oh, very nice. Oh, it's doomed. What do you think?
Hopefully I don't die.
This is a good example, right? This is gonna be a good example of PvP and how do we carry this kind of fight. So what do you think of the fight?
I guess my mindset was if I keep going on Nami, I could get a kill, but then I might just end up dying to Samira and then not worth, really. Or I could just try to save the Seraphine and then...
So like here, right? So we ended up like aiming Samira here, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think? Is this correct? Or is this we don't have to say correct. Is this a good idea?
We can't really hurt her too much right now because of her W.
Mm-hmm. But so, the idea of focusing her.
Oh yeah, focusing her idea, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I would say so too, right? It's good, right? So what went wrong then if the idea is good?
I think she just out damaged me on the support trade.
Well, what makes the idea good to focus the ADC?
It's a good idea to focus the ADC because both of us, all of our damage is focused on this one target in front of us.
Right.
So she'll die first, hopefully, and then we can clean up.
Well, she might not die first, but she'll die eventually, right?
Yeah.
So how do you do your damage then?
My passive.
Right, your passive, right? In laning phase is all about the passive, right?
Yeah.
So what happened to it?
I kind of fucked it up with a W.
True. And then what?
I just didn't pop it.
yeah, I didn't pop it, right? so what's the biggest idea here? The W part, I would say, right?
Yeah.
How come we ended up missing? What do you think?
I had W too late. Maybe if I started off.
W too late. Let's see. Is there any time you can W here?
No.
And there's no way, right? She has her W up. She even has flash up, and she has E up, right? Yeah. But how do you hit this? It's like impossible almost.
Yeah.
So one thing we're seeing here is, there are a few ideas here. Maybe we could have pressured Nami and then make her use exhaust. It's all about proccing passive and stuff, right? But switching to Samira is not a bad idea. It's just the execution is concerning because your first instinct is correct. We need to land the W somehow on the Samira, right?
Yeah.
And then the execution, somehow it didn't work, right?
Yeah.
And how come it didn't work? We kind of fired it too early, so to speak. I would say.
Yeah.
Right. So this is one of those things where you're right. If we focus Samira, we're gonna run her down, right? We're gonna proc passive twice, most likely, right? Manage to just right click her and then you W and then you run her down. It's probably winning, or at least there's fighting chances, right? Instead of when ended up happening here. Also, someone just this Yasuo. Who is this? Yasuo showed up.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What was that? I don't know what that was.
I don't know.
That was interesting, but it's okay. You know what? Sometimes the fights don't go your way. You had the right idea. Not every fight is winnable, so to speak. But the way you play that fight is a little bit telling, right? Because when it comes to these skirmishes, if you somehow miss the Kaisa W and you don't proc the passive, how will you be able to carry the fights?
Yeah.
Right? It's literally impossible, actually. You do no damage. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's keep going. So, all that happened, and then you wanted to go home. Sure, we pushed in and went home. All good, all good. It's pretty standard. Oh, YouTube's loading for some reason.
Oh, my.
Okay.
Oh.
Fast forward. Sure, we're building the slow push. Oh, okay, they were on the dragon. Couldn't do much off that. We had to, oh, we're gonna kill everyone though. Oh yeah. It was a criminal dragon. Okay, they're all dead. We push this in, right? Good, good, good. We're going for plates. Your jungle may or may not require assistance.
dead. Maybe.
Okay, so let's talk about this. What do you think?
I mean, we could have went up there and then killed the Yasuo because Nami's already under tower, and
We could have shifted up, right? How do we know? How do we know that we can take the fight, so to speak?
Vision, just like knowing we don't see. We know that Nami's here.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Samira probably walking from base.
You're right.
Yasuo's going to help.
Right.
So we have, since Nami's stuck under tower because of the wave, we could just move up.
Right. And how come this is a good fight?
Numbers advantage.
Right, of course. We have numbers, right? It's literally going to be a 4v2. Maybe 4v3 if Samir shows up, but Nami's definitely going to be late, right? So, now, what happened in game was obviously we took, like, the plate, and we, like, did a nice trade with Nami, and all this is going on. So, how come we ended up, like, not going? What do you think?
I just didn't look.
Wow, we didn't know, right? We didn't even get to make the choice, because you didn't even know that was a choice. Right? So, how can we get that information that Kha'Zix is invading and needs help? What do you think? Obviously, we have to look at the map, but when do we do it?
When we know it's safe to look at the map, so it's like there's no that. I mean, they're not pressuring us, so I should be looking at the map.
Right. So, what are we doing? Let's like use this as an example. What are we doing right now that we're not being pressured? Where we're not being pressured?
We're pushing and we're taking a turret plate.
Okay. Pushing and taking a turret plate, right? Let's narrow it down a bit. Go back to the first, pushing, right?
Yeah.
So let's say we're here, we're pushing, okay? So let's say whenever we push, this is your time to insert this idea you just told me, right? Which is, we can look at the map when we're not being pressured. So you can say every time you push, look at the map, right? So you're starting to push, we pause, look at the map, and then you tell me what's happening.
Okay.
So right now, what's happening? We're pushing, right?
Now we're pushing, and Kha'Zix is invading their red side.
Right. Okay. Let's keep watching. Right. So after we push, what should we do?
We should look at Kha'Zix and see if he's fighting.
Right.
Or, yeah.
And if he's fighting, what do we do?
We move.
Right. Exactly. Right. So that would be exactly the thought process of how we would be able to spot this. You would already know he's invading because you look at the map while you're pushing, because like you said, you have nothing better to do, right? So you look at this, and it's not that you shouldn't hit the tower. I'm like, okay, I'll hit the tower, see if he can just do a solo play. But the instant he sees someone, right there, boom, he saw someone. What do you think is gonna happen next?
They're probably gonna start fighting. Plus, we saw Yasuo move.
Yeah, they're fucking fighting for this red buff, right? Somebody is dying here, I promise. It's about to be a jungle diff. So if you show up, you make your jungle diff, and if you don't show up, it's the opposite, right?
Yeah.
You get jungle diff, so to speak, right? So this would be like that would be your timing to look at the map and then keep looking at the map while you're, like you said, not under pressure, right? So an easy one is just, pushing minions or pushing the wave into tower, right? So I would say, like, every time you look at the map, who exactly are we looking for?
We're looking for their jungler.
Yeah, their jungle, and not just their jungle, but
our jungle.
Our jungle, yeah. This game doesn't really work, guys. Oh my god, jungle's broken. It does work. You already know. Oh. This is a little sus. Oh, we got it. All right. So remember how I was like, the last fight is telling?
Yeah.
Why is it telling of how your future fights are gonna be like?
So I'm using W at a really weird time.
Oh, it's not a weird time actually. This is the most. What kind of timing is this? You want to hit the ADC with it?
Yeah.
So the instant you're in range, what do you do?
I W.
Right, and what naturally happens?
I mean, I just keep going in. I mean, I guess I'd expect it to get the passive, but he W'd, so I don't get anything out of it.
Right, it's like naturally blocked or dodged, right?
Yeah.
Because before he was not trying to dodge a W, he was trying to kill the Seraphine, right?
Oh yeah.
And the level 3 play. Level 3, level 4 play. In this one, he's just trying to kill Kha'Zix, right? He's not even trying to block your W. So our W is kind of being like naturally blocked, right? So like a mechanical solution for this is what? Every time you want to hit them with W, what do you do?
auto them first.
You could try and go for an auto first, but I wouldn't say that's in all cases.
I should at least wait for an ability that I know might block it.
You could do that. That might take a little bit too much thinking, though. Let's use like a super like shortcut. Let's use a shortcut. Honestly, it really is a shortcut. But if you're using it too early, then what's a natural solution to this?
Just wait a little bit. Maybe wait 2 seconds.
So let's put it this way. Okay, so this is the timing you can use. This is the start of the fight, and this is the end of the fight. Okay, and we use W like right here, right? So, where do we, out of all these timings, which one would we prefer? Which one's the least expected?
The middle of the fight.
The middle of the fight, you think?
Yeah.
That's potential.
Because I feel like I feel like most times people expect it, if you don't open with it, they expect you to finish with it.
So here's a good example. Let's say you're playing a 5v5 team fight, right?
Yeah.
And every team has like a Malphite and a Syndra. 2 minutes later, the team fight's still going on. What do you think about Malphite and Syndra ulti? They have to have used it by now, right?
Yeah.
And then they use it on your face. You've experienced that one before, right?
Yeah.
Everyone has. It's like, dude, this guy's been fighting for 10 years and then he saves ulti for me. What is this, right? That's like what most people are thinking. But how come it catches you off guard?
Because the fight took so long that the cooldown came back.
What? Did the cooldown come back? Or did they even use it in the first place?
I mean, I guess I assumed they used it because it was like a 2-minute fight.
You assumed that they used it because it was a 2-minute fight.
Yeah.
Right? That's interesting. Because that means the longer they don't use it, the more you assume they don't have it. Right?
Yeah.
So when it comes to landing our important abilities, in terms of time frames in the fight, which is the most effective?
I guess using it towards the end.
Right at the end. Right at the very last second. Right? So that's an easy tip I can give you when trying to land your W, Misfortune, ulti, or whatever. You want to wait to the very last possible second. It's a natural like trick, like a mind trick, right? Let's say you're playing Misfortune and you've had like a super long team fight and it's a 1v1 at the end and you pop ulti. He's like, what the fuck? How does this guy still have ulti, right? So that would be like a natural reaction, right? So with the Kaisa, it's a little less it's less important, but also still very important, right? Because look how long it took you to kill this guy without W. Took you like 10 years through exhaust and airy shield of all things. Like, look at this. You got fucking, what is that, bro? Right? So, yeah, definitely it's telling that we use our skill shot at the very beginning. I want you to aim for the very end, right? The very last possible second, right? In fact, sometimes it's better to not use it than use it and miss, right? Because, you know, we still have it, right? Think about like, I usually talk about like ability, how abilities are used in terms of value. Right? They'd have a negative value, a neutral value, or a positive value, right? In terms of how you hit it, right? So if you hit it and you miss, what kind of value is that?
0 value.
What is it 0?
It depends. Like I guess if you like pop a flash or a summer spell or something.
Well, let's use our control cube. What's 0 value? What's standard?
0 value is like.
Well, it has no value so far.
Yeah, it's like it completely whiffs. It's like you didn't hit anything. It's like, yeah, it just didn't do what it was intended to do.
So let's say, what if you never use it? What kind of value is that?
Oh, I mean that is actually 0 value.
That's 0, right? Because you just don't even have it, right?
Potential to use it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And what's negative then? If not using it is 0, then what's negative?
Shit.
Here's like a good example.
I guess you use it.
Sorry, what were you saying?
The wrong time. Like
use it at the wrong time. Well, what do you mean by like wrong time?
Like you use it when it doesn't matter. So it's like you use like I use Misfortune ult to kill somebody who's like 1 HP, but they're like right in front of us, and I could have just autoed them instead.
Well, that's not negative value, I wouldn't say. Let's use Malphite ulti as an example. If you hold Malphite ulti, it has no value yet, right? What's max value?
5-minute knockup.
yeah, 5-minute ulti, right? Okay, so what's negative value?
You ulti into a wall and hit no.
No, yeah, that's it. Right? You fucking ulti into a wall, right? Why is that negative and not holding your ability? Like, why is holding your ability not negative?
Because the enemy is posturing around your ulti at any time. You
Right. Right. You have a loaded gun still, right? If you shoot that gun into space, they're like, dude, this guy doesn't have any bullets left. What the fuck? Let's kill him. Right? And if you hold a gun in their face and you shoot them, obviously, you know, okay, we won, right? So having the loaded gun, so to speak, is still having value. But if you use it and you completely whiff, right, that's negative, right? So the importance of landing, you know, figuring out how much value you're gonna get from your ability is pretty much, you know, are you landing it or not, right? And after you land it or not, it's, you know, how good was the target you landed it on? Because what's the value of Malphite ulting Sejuani versus like Misfortune? Obviously, it's a lot less, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like a main idea you're gonna be seeing, I think, especially at this elo, right? Because you're gonna need to be able to fire the skill shot or ability at max value, and that will usually tell you if you can kill them or not. Like this is gonna be a great example, right? You're supposed to kill Samira here, right?
Yeah.
How come? What happened?
I didn't wait to use my W, so.
No. Well, hold on. Let's back it up. Remember, what was the point of waiting to use it?
So I could get max value out of it.
Right, so you get max value out of it. Did you get max value out of it here?
No.
Why not? What's wrong?
I'm pretty sure I only autoed her once, and then I W'd, so she got 3 stacks instead of me just popping it. I didn't think I actually popped it on her.
What did you hit her with it? Is the question.
Yeah, I hit her with it.
Yeah, did you hit it? Did you hit the guy you were trying to kill?
Yes.
Yeah. So is that not really strong? Is that not really good value?
I mean, it's good
how could you get more? Like, is he? I don't even know if you can even get more.
I mean,
right?
I guess maybe I did pop it the entire passive. I thought I didn't pop the passive. That's why I said that.
Right. We didn't end up popping passive, right? Unfortunately, right? Yeah. So how come this guy's not dying? What do you think?
I mean, I guess I'm not autoing because I'm trying to run because he's gonna kill me.
No, I think you're autoing. You're autoing a good amount.
I didn't know. I mean, I could have. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I could have just W'd it at the end there instead.
You can W at the end to trick them, right?
Yeah.
That would in fact be better, but we still landed it, so it's still winnable here, right? Yeah. Let me give you a hint. This is winnable. Let me slow it down. So how much Kaisa mechanics do you know?
I mean, outside the obvious, I don't think I know anything extra.
Okay, did you know that your ulti gives you auto attack reset?
No, I did not know that.
Now you know. Do you know what it looks like?
No.
Okay, let's see. Let me show you. Kaisa ulti auto attack reset. Okay, let's see if someone has a good video here. Here we go. Someone's got a random example. Let's take a look. So basically, you just auto them, and then you press R and you don't do anything else, and it'll naturally auto attack like that.
Oh.
It's an auto attack reset with your ulti. So right after you auto attack, you ulti. Also, I think this guy fucked it up. Let me see. This guy's. Let me see. Wait, did he fuck it up or am I crazy? No, he didn't fuck it up. Okay, he did it good there. Right?
So basically the ulti queues an auto automatically. Is that what it does?
Wait, say again?
Is the ulti queuing an auto? Just like once you come out of ulti, you auto?
Oh yes. Okay. That's exactly what happens. Right? Your auto attack resets, and since you're already hitting them, the auto attack automatically goes on that person. Right?
Got you. Okay.
So we can auto attack cancel your ultimate, right? And then how else do we do more damage here? It should be a little bit obvious here.
Oh wow, yeah, because I do have shield still, right? I can just Q. So
Q. This guy should die, right? And to make it spicier, we save W until the end for the burst damage, right? But yeah, we can kill this guy. So that one is, you know, it's not as bad, but somehow we missed that our Q was coming up, right? So you didn't know about the auto to cancel ulti, but here when we're running.
Maybe he even still dies with the Q.
Right. So how do we know? You know, how do we do damage on Kaisa? Obviously passive and Q, right?
Yeah.
So how do you know if your Q is coming up?
You just look at the cooldown.
Right. So that might be something in terms of if you're looking for like, you know, how do we do more damage here? You have to take a look at your Q cooldown sometime. That's not something I think you need to worry about too much right now. But if it comes up a lot, then it might be something we want to focus on, right?
Okay.
Oh, let's take a look at this. Kazuki is going for a spicy one here. Okay. Here comes the Nami bubble, right? Oh, rip. We can kill the fish at least, maybe. Okay, the fish is dead. Nice. Fast forward. Fast forward. Fast forward. We're pushing. Okay, and then you probably want to base, no? I ended up staying. What do you think? Did you stay too long or?
I guess not.
I guess not, huh? What is Samira doing? I'm so confused actually. She did a camp, it seems. Interesting. You know what? Don't worry about that. We're good. Okay, so we have upgraded Q, and we can now carry fights, right? Have a good amount of CS. So we're pretty strong. The next few fights are probably going to be decisive, right?
Yeah.
Fast forward, fast forward. Okay, Kazu's playing our side of the map. Looks like Tap's a disaster, but that's kind of to be expected. Oh, here we go. Decisive fight. Oh, this guy's dead AF. Okay, he's dead. Samir's dead AF. Nice. Good job. Based on what we talked about, though, would you change anything here?
I didn't use W, so I could have used W to kill her.
Could we have?
Yeah, I could have W the what's her name? Nami.
But look at this. What is this Samira thing?
Her wind wall. I don't think she was in. I think the wind wall ran out. Yeah.
But then by the time the wind wall ran out, the minions are blocking you, right? So we ended up holding W, right?
Yeah.
Do we need it? We didn't need it. We don't have to use it, right? So when it comes to like using this, I want you to think like very last second. If you have to use it, I'm gonna use it at the very last second. We didn't need it for Samira either. Totally fine, right?
Okay.
Totally fine. So we end up killing them. Fast forward. So we're in the mid game here. So it seems like you said, the laning is not really a problem, so to speak, right? At least from especially from this game, that was a nice no nonsense laning phase, huh?
Yeah, that was decent.
It's really good, consistent, so to speak. So this is the stuff where we're gonna lose the game. Check it out. Oh, here we go. We need to run. Oh, it's a fucking disaster. Show me the 5-man surfing ulti. Oh, it's no longer a disaster. Nice kill. This Yasuo is trolling or what? Okay, let's kill everyone now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you already know what I'm gonna say here.
Hold on to the W.
Right. But it's okay because we ended up hitting the guy we wanted to kill. It's just we got really lucky here, right? How come?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Because the wind wall did.
I don't know how that didn't block. That's crazy, right? What the hell? Samira was slightly smaller than the indicator, right? That's what in my experience. So yeah, you see how common it is to get naturally blocked on your first instinct to fire W. It's just quick mechanics to help you land the W is the timing, okay? And then you can chase this if you want. We're gonna kill everyone here, right? Should be good. There's someone behind you, but you're just gonna turn around and kill his ass. Kill this guy. This Viego looking ass. He's dead. Very nice. Okay, we go dragon. Oh, we didn't go dragon. Ready? We went to farm. It's not the worst, honestly. But things are being really suspect. Okay. Actually, maybe it is not good. Alright, let's talk about this. Alright, so what ended up happening here? We want to fight, right?
Yeah.
So then how come our whole team is dying?
Because I'm not there.
Okay, so let's back it up. So how come people are dying in the area they're dying?
Oh, they don't have vision. I don't think. No, look at that. They don't really.
Your team is dying here, right? Because we
Yeah.
saw spoilers, right?
Yeah.
We're actually like kind of getting aced almost if it goes any worse than this. So how did this happen? What do you think? And is it preventable by us?
Yes. If we ping and communicate, or if I'm just there.
So let's back it up here. So the prompts start here.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, we didn't. We went different directions. I went to go farm more camps and stuff, and they went to go do an objective.
Right. So what do you think? What should we do here?
I guess I should follow my team, or just tell them. Honestly, I have a lot of goals. I should just base. I should just base and then go to objective.
Okay, that's an option, right? Base and go to the objective, right? So how come? So it's kind of similar to something we saw earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
How is this similar to what we saw? How is this similar to what we saw earlier?
I'm thinking you're referring to when I did a base when I pushed the tower, and Samir did.
Not quite.
Or no. When Kazik was fighting in the jungle.
Yes, when Kazik is invading, and we had the ability to go help because we pushed him into tower, and you said now he's under tower. We didn't go, right? Because we didn't know what was happening, right? So in this case, it's similar. How come?
Because I'm continuing to move up. There's an objective, and I'm not looking at the map.
Right.
Where my team is.
The first step is for macro. After looking at the map, is what do we want? What do we want to do, right? And it's pretty clear what we want to do here. What is it?
We want to do the objective dragon.
Yeah, we want to do dragon, right? I mean, it's a free dragon. Why not, right?
Yeah.
So if we take a look here, we say you could say you could base and go dragon. I think that's perfectly fine. You could say run to dragon immediately to set up. Also fine, right? But you see that the idea revolves around what the team. Yeah, exactly. What are we trying to do next as a team, right? So how do we figure this out in game? What do you think?
We ping.
Well, pinging is not the problem, right? What was the problem?
I didn't respond correctly to where my teammates were moving.
Right. We didn't even know what was like kind of going on, so to speak, right? Yeah. Like, what do we want to do next, right? So let's back it up here. Okay, so let's say, when did we check the map? Last time we talked about this.
We were checking the map last time we talked about this, like in the beginning during laning phase, when Kazik was invading.
What were you doing in that laning phase?
I was trying to get a plate.
Before the plate.
I was pushing a wave.
Pushing the wave. So we said every time you push the wave, what do you do?
Look at the map.
Right. Exactly. Look at the map. Look for your jungler. Right. So in this case, we're not pushing a wave here, right? What's happening here?
We cleaned up a fight, and now I think we went to try to go kill a pink ward or something.
All right, we cleaned up a fight. All right.
Yeah.
They're all fucking dead. Boom.
Yeah.
This is a good trigger. After a fight is over, what can we do, or what should we do now?
Look at the map. Look if there's any objectives to take.
Look at the map, and you can see very clearly if you look at the map what's happening here.
I mean, there's a herald in front of us.
That's a herald in front of us. That's one.
And dragon spawning.
Dragon spawning. All right, pick one, guys. Right. So in solo queue, what do we pick? We pick the fucking dragon, right? The herald can be of questionable value, but the dragon never questionable value, right? So yeah, we pick the dragon. So then you play around it, right? So you got to go now, or you can base and do stuff. But then farming all this, it didn't really make as much sense, right? Because now we're not even able to play the dragon, so to speak, right? So that was unfortunate, but I think we're looking at we're actually looking more at macro ideas rather than mechanical ideas, because even though we talked about W timings and stuff like that, we're not really losing the game off that so far, right? We're honestly losing the game more of like macro ideas, it seems like. What ended up happening here? How come we ended up flashing?
I guess I don't know.
It's kind of like a panic that Nami is here. Yeah. So okay, that was okay. So what do you think?
I guess I just be patient. Honestly, and maybe this nobody's near me, so I don't even know why their tower's about to die.
Well, you versus one Yasuo 1v1. you're gonna kill his ass, right?
Yeah,
How come we ended up flashing?
because Nami showed up and I got exhausted.
Right. Nami showed up. You're like, what the hell? So,
Yeah.
is this a problem similar to something we actually just talked about?
Yes.
What is it?
Not looking at the map.
So it's something interesting, right? So we're seeing kind of like a theme here, right? We're not getting the information we need in order to make the decision, the correct decision, so to speak. Because if it was just 1v1, fucking kill this guy, right? He's hitting your tower and you're super strong. Of course we kill him. It's not 1v1 though, right? So definitely something we're seeing here is timings to look at the map and what are we looking for when we look at the map here, right? So if we look at the map here, what are we looking for, I guess?
We're looking for the rest of the team. Anybody could like just
right.
talk to me.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what are you doing currently now though? What are you doing currently? What are you thinking?
I'm trying to hold this tower.
Yeah, exactly, right? We're gonna just hit this guy, hold the tower, defend the tower, whatever. So that's the timing to look at the map and find everyone, right? So a lot of what we're seeing here is timings to look at the map to find out what our team is doing, and timings to look at the map to find out what the enemy team is doing, right? So let's fast forward here. Oh my god, we actually die? No way.
Yeah, I think I got ulted.
Oh, we can ulti out maybe? Oh no! Alright, what do you think?
I overextended. I didn't have flash. And I didn't ulti.
So what went wrong here?
I stepped up. I guess I wasn't paying attention to Yasuo's Q stacks.
Yes, Yasuo Q stacks, right?
Yeah.
So you hitting him is not necessarily a problem, but then him killing you kind of is, right? Yeah. So, this is the first time we saw you die like this, so maybe I'm not too concerned. Maybe it's a Yasuo thing, but yeah, he killed you by ulting you, right? After he got the guaranteed knockup, right? So, yeah. And how do you get these stacks? Didn't you just use his NATO?
Yeah, he queued the minion, queued me on entry, and then
Right. And then he EQ'd, right? Yeah. Or he E'd and EQ'd, and then he EQ'd again, right? Yeah. So, there's definitely a strategy to beat this, which is look at his champion, see how he's stacking his tornado, so to speak. If it's Yone, same thing. If it's Yasuo, same thing. But this is more like are you paying attention to how they kill people, and are you watching him? Right. Yeah. But I'm not as concerned about that for now. Right. If it happens more often, we're probably gonna be concerned. But I think we're more losing the game to like not being where we need to be, right? Mm-hmm. Rather than the actual fighting. So far, at least. Let's keep watching. Okay, so the quality just kind of nosedived. Hold on. Let me fix this. Okay. This W is never gonna land, right? How come?
Wind wall.
Well, did he use wind wall already? I guess he he must have. I don't know. He didn't even block the Seraphine ulti, so I don't know what's going on with this dude. But what do we know about the timing? If you use it at the very beginning, what happens?
Not max effectiveness.
Well, not that it's not max effectiveness. What are the chances of it landing?
They're very low because there's a lot of things that can block.
Right, exactly. Very little, very small, right? Because they're naturally dodging. Like, what did he do?
He just flashed away.
Right, he was gonna flash no matter what, right? So that's just a timing that to help you land these, right? So, oh, we're kind of getting hit here, but that's fine. Okay, and then let's keep going. We're holding the tower, which is good. Oh, this is awkward. I saw spoilers there. Oh god. Okay, we're still alive. Woo! How did that happen?
I walked through a really weird part of the fucking tower.
Sure, and then what happened?
Bubble, NATO'd, and
right, we're getting hit by everything, right? So, okay, so you remember how I was like, we're not gonna worry about it until we see it again? Yeah, and it just happens the next fight. So we're gonna worry about it, all right? So how did this happen? What are you trying to do here?
I think I'm trying to. So I'm trying to walk up.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I can try to auto somebody, but he just
Right.
was involved, so I can't
Right.
auto him.
Right.
And
So we're
then
trying to like attack, right?
Yeah.
And then what happened next? We got hit by a bubble. Right?
Yeah, because I walked through a choke.
So how do we fix this?
Well, I guess 1, pay attention to where I'm pathing, and then 2, pay attention to what the enemy's doing.
Yeah, I think 2 is like the important one, right?
Yeah.
Well, what is the enemy doing? And who do we care about on the enemy team that we need to pay attention to?
Yasuo and Nami.
Right. How come these people?
Because they can knock me up.
Right. They're the ones with CC, right? So it's not. So if you look at Nami here, you can't even see Nami here. She's not on your screen, unfortunately. But if you look at Nami here, right? It's not. It's the same as Kaisa, right? It's not will you use ulti in the fight. It's when are you gonna do it. We talked about the beginning, the middle, and the end, right? In terms of timings. When are you gonna use your W? Because it's not gonna just never use it, right? Same with Nami. It's not will she bubble. It's when will she bubble. When will she ulti? That kind of stuff, right? So definitely something we can take a look at in these mid-game fights. But it seems like we're getting caught up on this stuff, right? Same here. This is a little bit unfortunate, you know. What happened here?
So we saw Vego do his thing, his terrain thing.
Yeah.
And then I guess I don't know, maybe I was trying to catch a midway or something. I don't know. But I wasn't respecting that he could be right there.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening here, but he's right next to you, right?
Yeah.
So it's definitely it definitely looks like an awareness thing.
Yeah.
A map awareness thing and a teamfight awareness thing. You know what is attacking you, and do you know what the right macro move is? You know, these kind of two things. I think it's kind of what's tripping us up, right? So we definitely get away from him here, which is really good. But you know, the fact that we ran into him without us knowing he was there is a little bit awkward, right?
Yeah.
Because you ended up losing ulti for free, and then you know somehow our ability to fight is much lowered. Oh, can we kill this guy? Let's kill this guy. Oh, maybe we can't kill this guy. He's just fucking. He's a tanky boy. Nice W, by the way. How come we landed that so perfectly?
I waited
until the last second. The very last. This is not the very last second possible.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, right? Too bad I didn't die, but.
Because I didn't have ulti.
Very nice W. Very nice W. Okay. This is happening again. For the 3rd time. What do you think?
I guess I intentionally. I think it was different.
You try to give it, right?
Yeah.
You know, do you want to give it? Why or why not? This is more intentional, so it's not that bad. But
yeah, I guess I wanted to give it here because, I mean, it was us on soul point, and we didn't have to take it.
Right.
We could just push, and then get stronger, and then try to fight on the next one.
But how come your team is winning here until you know they're leveraging their main advantage?
Yeah.
What do you think? Well, here's the question: When do we give the dragon?
We give it when there's something else to get on the map.
Wait, what?
We
give the dragon when there's nothing to get on the map?
When we can get something else on the map.
So like Vayne, for example, right?
Yeah.
But what if you're stronger than them? Are you just gonna give it to them?
No, you want to fight for it.
Right. So it doesn't really make any sense, right? So
I didn't think we were strong.
So when do we actually give it? That's not that when there's other stuff to get, because we can farm for sure, right?
When we're not strong.
Yeah, when we're not strong. And in fact, how not strong are we talking about?
Like really behind.
Like unwinnable, right? How do we know if it's unwinnable or not?
If the score is like 20-9.
Okay, let's like make it more logical here. How do we know if it's winnable?
Well, I guess if we have a numbers advantage, it's winnable.
Sure.
5v5
though, because that's usually what's happening.
Yeah, if we're just 5v5, if everybody's there, if all our ultimates are up, if we have some vision.
You said something very key. If all our ultimates are up, right?
Yeah. Whose
ultimate is important? Is it Riot's ultimate or Seraphine? Oh, is it winnable, guys?
Yeah.
What do you think? How? What kind of Seraphine ulti are we looking for?
5-man ulti.
Okay, so I'm gonna watch this, right? Ready?
Yeah.
Yo, what is that? What do you think? Is it winnable?
Yeah.
Holy shit, we're fucking winning the game here, guys. We kill them all, get the dragon, get Baron. It's GG. Right? So, what keeps happening in our games?
I'm making really bad macro calls.
Right. And we need to know when we should be here. Okay? So I want you to think that it's not always fight the dragon, but if you can win the dragon through this guy's ulti, this guy's Lux Binding, this Blitz Hook, right? We should go, right? If it's 4v5, yeah, you should push top, for sure. You should get something else, right? If it's literally unwinnable, they have Maokai, 10 Maokai saplings. Okay, let's fucking farm their topside camps, right? But you'll notice that most of the time at this level of play, it's almost always winnable. Alright? So, yeah. You see that? Not only did we get the Lux Binding into ulti, but also we got the 4-man, 5-man surfing ulti you told me about, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's just take this at like, take this in terms of what we were talking about earlier, okay? So let's say, back it up here, right? So we're like killing people here, right? Or your team is killing people, so to speak. Or people are dying. The question is always, what's the next step, right? Okay, let's do it after we fight this guy. And then we clear top here, and then we pause, and you press tab, and you look at the map. What does that tell you?
We will have the numbers. We'll be at least even in numbers by the time Dragon's up.
Yes. And how early do you want to set up Dragon?
As soon as possible. Realistically, like right now.
Yeah. So how many minutes? Like, what's the timing before Dragon spawns? Is it like 30 seconds? Is it a minute? Oh. Is it a minute 30 seconds?
It's like around like I'd say like 45 to a minute.
Yeah, I would say so, right? So we want to get there a minute before Dragon spawns. So if you look at this, you're like, guys, book it, right? Yeah. It's 23 seconds. Yo, we gotta go, right? So that's kind of your that's kind of like the trigger to help you figure out when you need to be there for dragon fights, right? So honestly, it really looks like a dragon idea / help your jungle invade, right? But we will say like you need to be ready to go a minute before it.
Yeah. And
if there's fighting, yes, you fight. Of course, you fight. Like ignore the whole dragon part. But then the dragon spawning, we need to go look at the dragon again, right? So we can say every time we look at the map, we need to check dragon timer, and if it's a minute or less, we need to be there, right? To help contest. And if it's a 4v5, like our team literally cannot fight. If it's literally unwinnable, then what do?
Then you try to get something else.
Yes, exactly. Perfect, right? So yeah, it has to be literally unwinnable though, right? There's always some kind of miracle play in solo queue. They'll fucking walk into Lux Binding or something. I promise you. So yeah. But if it's like, yeah, you can't fight against like Malphite and fucking 10 kill Kled or something, then yeah, maybe it might be unwinnable. But most of the time it's not unwinnable. So you see how like, even though in the last 10 minutes, how much have we done?
Oh, I haven't done shit.
Yeah, nothing really. Yo, this is a beautiful W, by the way. Check it out. So honestly, I don't really think your mechanics are in question, right? Like we were talking about, like, oh, don't miss. But honestly, you're not really missing when it matters. I think it's really just the macro ideas for sure, right? Look at it, we're killing everyone. There's no problem here. We're literally serving on them. Okay, back it up. So after we kill everyone, then what? We talked about this. Boom. Pause.
Look at the map.
Look at the map. What's the next thing we want to do? Baron. Okay. How do we do it?
We could do it with. Well, we want jungler.
Yeah. We can't physically do it because the jungle's dead, right? And no one can tank it. But how do we play for it?
We set it up with pink wards and clear vision.
Exactly. Right. So let's watch this, and then we push mid, perfect, right? And then we're running around in the Baron side, good. Right? So that is the idea, right? But you see, like, when are we basing here? Hold up, something's wrong. What happened?
I'm basing Samira's bot. We're all near Baron.
What's happening here? Right?
We're not doing Baron.
Right, exactly. We're not setting up Baron. You told me you get the pink ward, go fucking set up vision and stuff, right? So, but somehow we farmed everything and then we based, right? So you see how, like, if you go back here, right? How do we do this? You could farm everything and then base late. You could base immediately, go pink ward and farm everything. But as long as the idea is there, that's the important part, right? As long as you know you need to play for Baron and you want to get there before them, and this is the perfect time because they're all dead, right? So as long as you're kind of getting that part, then there's no real problem. But if we're not getting that part, there's a problem. Because when you see this, what does that mean?
I mean that means their ADC won't be there even if they try to stop us from playing vision or anything.
Right. So fucking run at them, guys. Spam ping, guys. Fucking, we gotta go, guys. They're literally trolling. Let's go, right? And you see, like, they started the Baron with their ADC bot, right? And we're, like, no one is going. We need a spam ping, right? This is how you can solo carry the games. It's honestly looking like not a mechanical solo carry the game here. It's looking like a very much a macro idea, right? Oh, there's a fight happening, and teammate's dead. Feels bad. Okay. Yeah, we were so late. It's too sad. Okay, they can't take the. Oh my god, they're trolling. It's not allowed. Let's go. Oh, I don't know if you want to take that. That might be a little monk ass.
Yeah, I didn't take that on purpose. I'm pretty sure.
It's fucking gone. Feels bad. Whole team is based or something. What the hell? No, it's depressing. It's okay. You know what? It's not. Whatever. Honestly, all these problems are happening because of what happened earlier, right?
Yeah, because I didn't fucking join them at
exactly.
Dragon.
And all the dragon fights, the Baron thing earlier, all that, right? So this is good though. That was nice. Wow, good stuff. Yeah, you really don't have a problem killing people. It looks like. So honestly, don't change any of that, right?
Okay.
Here, this is the problem. If there is a mechanical problem, it's this. You already know what I'm gonna say here.
I'm literally not paying attention to what Yasuo is doing.
Okay. You have the attack down. Perfect. You got a 9.5 out of 10 for attack, right? For defense, where they have an attack, we got like a 2, right?
Yeah.
So how do we work on this? Okay, so let's say every time you're fighting, I would imagine that it requires little attention now for you to fight, right?
Yeah.
And you can focus your attention on how they attack you. What's their pattern?
Yeah.
Right. So Yasuo's pattern is the same goddamn thing. What is it?
It's Q, tornado,
right.
ulti.
Exactly. Right. And he can get fancy with their like EQ flash, right? Or have someone else knock up for him, but that's the same thing, right? Yeah. So if you look at this, you have the attack. Good. What's the defense for his tornado?
Flash or E or ulti, none of which I have. So
true. Well, you have a few other options actually.
Stopwatch and heal.
Okay. Stopwatch. Well, how does heal beat tornado?
It doesn't beat tornado.
It can beat tornado.
I mean, the movement speed.
The movement speed, right?
Yeah, right.
But you see all of this, the first step that matters the most is you need to know the tornado's coming.
Yeah.
Right? So one strategy you can do is if you know tornado's coming, we can pre-place the cursor and dodge it because we know he's going to shoot it at us, right? We can prepare stopwatch, right? But that is the main idea, right? You know, it's not is he going to NATO, it's when is he going to NATO, okay? Yeah. And at this elo, when do they NATO?
They NATO as soon as they see.
Yes, the first opportunity. At this elo, at the lower ranks, the first opportunity that shows up, they fucking take it, right? So that's the easiest way to outplay. Just you know it's coming at the first moment, right? Like, have you seen my most recent video on team fighting?
No, I haven't.
Okay, let me just show you real quick the example. Okay, this is gonna help you the most because you have the attack down. So this is the more of the outplay part. Okay, so I think they play the fight here somewhere. I played the fight here, right? Okay, I played the fight here. Okay, I want you to watch this, right? I'm just gonna give you the bare bones. Okay, it's an Annie, a Vi, and a Shen that we need to be worried about.
Oh no, I have seen this one.
Oh, yeah, you know what's coming then, right?
Yeah.
So how do we dodge the Shen Tom flash and the Annie flash ulti?
You have your stopwatch, you have your heal, you have your E.
Right. And, but what's the process?
Processes. You walk up and you pay attention to where they're walking.
Yeah.
And then once they move in, and then you know when you can like stopwatch, and then you can move back again. Right. Because then they'll blow their cooldown.
Right. So if we look at this, I'm watching Yasuo, and we say, oh, he has no NATO, so 3 more Qs. 1, right? 2. Okay, 3rd Q is coming right now. Right? You see how that works?
Yeah. So
we need to stare at him and pay attention to that. His Q stacking. Yeah. Right? So if we look at this, it's the same thing. It's just the Shen Tom Flash, right? So where is it? It was like here somewhere, right? So we watch Shen. Okay, Tom Flash, Annie Flash ulti, right? Tom Flash, Annie Flash ulti. Tom Flash. Oh, there it is. Tom Flash, right?
Yep.
We're staring at him the whole time, right? So That's definitely one way you can up your mechanical game, your mechanical team fighting. But honestly, the effort to reward ratio is definitely going to be in which direction for what you want to work on.
Yeah.
For improving, what do we got? What do we definitely want to work on?
We definitely want to work on our like map awareness and team fight awareness.
Okay, map awareness, team fight awareness. Right, that's definitely the big stuff. Okay. For example, you already know what's happening here, right?
Yeah.
You watching his Q? He's hit you with this every like the last 10 years, right? Oh god.
And it pops me because that was it.
All right, we weren't paying attention, right? Or not that we weren't paying attention, we weren't giving it enough attention.
I was more focused on Kha'Zix.
So here's the practice. Here's the practice here. I want you to watch this, and I want you to watch Yasuo, okay? So what did you just notice?
He got binded.
Back it up. Think about his attack.
He E'd and Q'd at Tornado.
Okay, so how many stacks does he have?
0 right now.
Okay, let's watch him. Minion wave is coming in. What do you think?
He's gonna try to Q stack off the minion wave.
Yeah, if you're playing against Yasuo, a good easy like thinking shortcut is he has 3 stacks. Right, so that's 1, right? You see it? 2, 3, boom, you're dead. Right? You see how that works? And what were we paying attention to that we didn't see?
I was paying attention to the Viego because I wanted to follow up.
Right.
I didn't pay attention to you.
Right. And it's not that the follow-up is incorrect. It's that you need to add something on top of that. Your follow-up is already natural. You auto-attack, you Q, whatever. Right? Now, the thing that you need to beat is their return. Like, what is their threat? So let's say, for example, if you ulti here and I'll play as their Q, that could be really good, right? Kill the vehicle, flash out, something like that. Or you could flash, I'll play the Yasuo, kill Yasuo, anything like that. Sounds really good, right? But getting straight hit is never the answer, for sure. Yeah. So definitely one of the 2 things that I think is important. Okay, so let's look at another game. We have time for one more.
Okay. I guess Vayne.
Vayne? Okay, let's take a look. I'm surprised no misfortune, huh?
I mean, I feel confident in my misfortune. I don't.
That's good. That's good. Based off what we talked about earlier, it's not even champion-specific problems, right? So even when you're playing misfortune, definitely still the same things to work on, right?
Yeah.
So okay, let's keep going. Let's kind of breeze through the laning phase. Only see some more mid-game decision making. We saw jungle's top side, so we'll probably see something interesting when your jungle comes down here. We have a Yuumi, so we kind of have to like not do too much.
Yeah.
Fast forward. Let Yuumi do her thing. Okay, so Johnny's coming here. There's no gank available.
Actually, I get this a lot when I'm playing Vayne. They're like, oh, I think it's this one in particular too. It's like this Yuumi said she felt like we can kill them a lot.
Yeah, probably potentially possible, right?
Yeah, I mean, when is it the right time to auto in lane? When you're like with a Yuumi as a Vayne and you're like outranged, sort of.
Well, against like so let's back it up here. So basically, how do we fight these guys, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? When can we fight the Kaisa?
I think when our minion wave is bigger, because her Q can't hit me, and as well, and yeah, when our minion wave is bigger, because both their Qs won't be able to hit me.
So let's use this as an example here, right? So what does winning look like? What does winning look like in 2v2 interaction?
When the trade, so it's like I get more damage on them than they get on me.
Does it have to be more damage, or like why do you win trades?
Well, with Yuumi, because I can heal.
Right, we're just gonna heal, right? What is he gonna do? He's gonna cry, right? Yeah. So all we have to do is just hit them sometime while we have the heal up, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, how about them? What does winning look like for them?
Morg binding, and then they kill me.
Morg binding into what? It's not just the Morg binding.
Morg binding into Kaisa, Q, W. Passive.
Yes, exactly. Proc passive. She has to land that. Without the Kaisa follow up, it's not as good, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at this, you tell me. What do you think?
I guess I could have won here because I have the cleanse for the binding.
Sure. And what else?
The Kaisa already used her Q, and she's nowhere near me.
Well, besides cleanse for binding, do we have any natural tools to outplay binding?
Q.
Yeah, I mean, right. We just Q him, right? we just Q to dodge it, right?
Okay.
So when Yumi's pinging this dude and he's like, "Yo, fucking kill this, fucking hit this guy," why is he saying that?
Because I can. Because
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
outplay.
You can, right? And this actually ties into what we were talking about earlier with the Yasuo 3Qs, right? So the attack, if you have the attack, what's the part to focus on?
What they have.
Right.
What they
And Morgana only has binding. So if you watch her and you stare at the binding, you can just hit her, right?
Mhm.
You just dodge a binding, no problem, right? So just save your tumble, or you can tumble and immediately dodge, anything like that. But as long as you're trying to outplay binding. We see here, we're not even trying to outplay binding, right?
Yeah, we're just
So,
running.
yeah, we should just hit this guy, right? So definitely, I think this mechanical idea is going to help you like in the laning phase as well, right?
Okay.
You need to focus on what they need to land and how we're going to dodge it, right? So obviously, Kaisa W, Morgana binding, that kind of stuff. This is good. We went to help immediately. This is how you make jungle gap right here. So this is what we should have done with the Kazakhs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Diana, let's not fuck up. It's okay. We have a Yumi. You can't fuck it up. So you see this? We literally just made mid gap with this. Okay, please, thank you. Holy shit, that was insane. Okay, but you see how like we created a team gap there.
Yeah.
And what do we do? How do we do it?
We look at the map and
Yeah. Yeah, we just looked at the map and went to help our jungle, right? As long as it's not completely unwinnable, we can go help, right? So, for example, here, what do you think? Do you see anything interesting happening?
Yeah.
Right. So you see how long have they been fighting for? Check it out.
Oh yeah, she was chasing her the entire time.
Yeah, for 20 seconds, like 10 seconds, 20 seconds. What is that, right? He's trolling, right? So we need to punish this stuff, I think, right? So what are we doing here that will let us look at the map?
We're just farming.
Yeah, just letting it push into us, and yeah, Morgana's running at us, right? So maybe a lot of your attention is stuck on the binding, right?
Yeah.
But you did notice that he was chasing, but I think we just didn't go, right?
Yeah.
So because you backpinged him.
I turned, yeah.
So you see, a lot of it is like, if the fight is winnable, you need to go.
Yeah.
Because like that could have been your assist or kill, right? Or if Katarina showed up, they definitely needed you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, everyone's showing up. Now everyone is showing up. Oh, it's doomed. This is unwinnable, by the way. How come?
Because numbers disadvantage. They have
No, we have 4 people. They have 3 people.
Oh, I have Nomana, I guess.
Okay. Well, remember, how do we know if things are unwinnable? How do we know if things are winnable?
Ultimates.
Okay.
Cooldowns and numbers.
So you tell me, what kind of ultimates are we looking at?
Well, we don't have my ulti. I'm not 6.
Sure.
But they have Katarina ulti, and we don't have Diana ulti.
Right. Is there a way to win?
No, we don't have any.
There's nothing. We got nothing, right? So that's how you know it's unwinnable. So you can do something else, right? You can't save this guy. It's impossible. Pretty sure, right? Literally impossible. So yeah, we got nothing, boys. But yeah, that's kind of the idea, right? If you should go or not. Usually default go, right? And then you have to recognize when situations are unwinnable. Then you don't go. There may have been a case for like you could say Vayne W is winnable, but I don't think there's anything there, right? Fast forward. Let's look at the mid game stuff. Wait, what questions do you have so far?
I guess how do I farm better? I guess during the mid game. So it's like we want to do these objectives and stuff. But how do I prioritize my farm versus the objectives? And is there like any like tricks or tips?
So remember how Dragon is spawning and we went topside?
Yeah.
It's a matter of in this day and age, there is no go topside. You fucking fight every dragon almost, right? You either completely give the dragon, or we fucking fight it, right? If it's winnable, we fight it, right? So in terms of getting your farm, we need to push the lanes and then go to dragon, essentially, right?
Gotcha.
And if you're getting pushed in, you need to clear the wave as fast as possible and go.
Okay.
Right, and that would be your balance. Unless it's like Dragon Sword or something, in which case you could say, "Fuck the 6 minions, you just go now." Right, exactly. Right. So that's the idea, right? That's where you get to get your farm in. But a lot of times you get the farm by just winning fights, right?
Yeah.
They die, you don't die. Obviously, we go get to farm everything. So, oh, that was a nice condemn. Yeah, honestly, like PvP wise, it seems like we don't really have a problem killing other people, right? Which is a good thing. I think it's really good. It's really good to have that. So it's very much an issue of getting killed when we're killing people and picking our fights, right? Macro ideas. So it says dragons in 3 minutes. Oh, this is a little sus, but this is very sus. But what do you think?
We don't win that. Katarina's there.
Yeah, this is what, do you win it? What do you think?
I mean, if Sejuani had landed her ulti, I could just kill Katarina with my ulti, but she doesn't do that. So, yeah.
How much damage do you do? This is an interesting idea.
I think I do a lot of damage.
You do a lot of damage, right?
Yeah. I have Kraken Slayer, I have passive, and then ulti, which gives me like 30, 80. So I think I'll do a lot of damage.
But we're man disadvantaged, right?
Yeah.
Because Morgana's coming. Yeah, their whole team is coming minus Renekton, right?
Yeah.
So how do we know if we should fight or not?
If I can kill them faster than they can get here.
Yeah, exactly. So this is just a judgment. This is just like an experience thing. Can you kill this Vi and condemn the Katarina away? That's up to you, right?
Yeah.
So I would say it's fine to say I have no idea and just leave. That's fine, right? But you can do some limit testing. There's definitely an idea where we can definitely kill Vi first, right?
Yeah.
And then run. But if you think it's not possible, that's fine too. Right? Better enough throw a 4v5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't worry as much about that, right? Oh. Oh my god, you just smurfed on him, but we're dead anyways, right? What do you think? What do you think?
I really wanted to win that, and then Katarina fucking pops out of nowhere.
Right, but you were dead anyways, right?
Yeah, because I didn't see the rest of their team. I didn't see like anyone who could have come up the mid lane.
Right.
And my
something similar to what we saw before?
Yeah.
What is it?
Just not looking at the map.
This is this exact example, but with two different champions.
Yeah.
Well, what was it? What was the example from last game?
It was Yasuo.
Yo, it's a Yasuo, right? And the Nami. Is this not the same thing? So, when you show up to fight this stuff, the first thing you should do is what?
I should make sure I look to see where my team is and their team is, and then I should also know what they can use to kill me.
Right. So I would say just the first part is important for now, right? Because the part where you're like, what can they use to kill me? You do that when you go for the fight, I would say.
Yeah.
Right? But like, for example, here, right, we saw that, okay, there's one enemy top and Morgana's bot. So that means how many people are down here?
They have like 4 people down, 5 people.
3 people behind Vi. What? 5 people? Someone's dying top, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Someone is dying top.
Someone's dying top, right? So they got 4 people here, right? So if you flash with this Vi, something sus is about to happen, right?
Yeah.
Which is all those people will show up, which is exactly what happened, right? Literally all those people. It's not, think about it this way. It's like the team fight where it's like, it's not when will Malphite ulti. It's it's not will Malphite ulti. It's when will Malphite ulti, right? So in this case, it's not will his teammates show up. What's the question you need to ask yourself? When? It seems pretty fucking fast, right? So yeah, that's definitely an area I think you should look at, right? We just need to look at the map a lot. We need to find a lot of timings to look at the map. It seems like, right? Okay, so we kill everyone here. Oh my god, we almost got Katarina, I guess. Because if we look at Katarina here, she's gonna turn around with dagger and ulti.
Yeah.
So you didn't prepare your condemn. I actually don't know how you lived here. I'm not gonna lie. That was really weird.
RNG.
That was really weird. I have no idea how you survived.
Oh, I know how I survived, I think.
Oh, wait, what? Someone healed?
I got a heal off something. I think it might have been the rune.
Is there a moonstone or something? What is happening?
I think I might have got the heal off what's the rune? Fucking, it looks like a flag. I forget what it's called.
You mean Triumph?
Triumph, yeah.
No, that's not a big enough heal. That's Yumi has summoned her heal. Yeah. Yumi saved you at the last second. Oh, you can't walk up, bro. What are you doing? And Moonstone, it looks like. I think it's heal. Yeah, she healed.
Yeah.
And has Moonstone. Holy shit, that was insane. But yeah, you see how like in these fights, this is a common denominator, right? In your gameplays, there's two main things we're seeing: map awareness ideas, macro ideas, and also in fights when fights break out, what's the main thing to pay attention to?
What they can use.
Yeah, who is the threat?
Right.
Well, let's do it more clearly, okay? We'll say who is the threat, or I will say what is the threat and who has it. Similar to like, remember we were talking about dragons. How do we know if we should fight the dragon?
If it's winnable.
Okay, and then what makes it winnable?
If we have our ultis and if everybody's there.
But whose ultis are important? You have to specify, right?
Last time it was Seraphine.
Yes, last time it was Seraphine ulti. So if you're on the enemy team, and you say, how is it winnable for them? Whose ulti do you need to pay attention to?
Katarina.
Or sorry, this is a strange question.
Oh, the last game.
Last game, yeah, last game.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
If you're on the enemy team, you were worried about the Seraphine ulti, right?
Seraphine.
Because that's how it's winnable. That's how they win the fight, right? So now in this game, you look at the enemy team, whose ulti makes this winnable for them? Katarina, obviously, right? So if you look at Katarina, you gotta look at that person. Yeah. I want you to pay attention to that person until they don't have that ulti anymore. Okay? Yeah. You gotta stare at that champion. Okay, you see? She didn't get caught. Which means she's about to turn around, right? See it? Ready? Oh, she's turning around. But you can't see it because where's your screen?
I'm not even looking at her.
Yeah, not even looking at her, right? So she actually, that was a pentakill for her. I don't know what happened. That was crazy. That was crazy. Maybe she fucked up somehow. Okay, and then Renekton stunned the wrong guy. Nice. I guess it's just easy. Fast forward. Okay, hold up. So we just killed them, right? So what's the next step?
We look at the map, see what's up, see what we can get.
Yeah, someone's spamming a Baron, right? So what are we doing here?
Very far we top.
No! What does your team want? They wanted Baron and or what?
I guess they say Baron, but they move to Dragon.
Okay, right? So what do we need to do?
We need to move.
We need to go. We need to go, right?
Yeah.
We need to go, man. Like, there's an argument to be said that, oh, they don't need you. It's 4 people. 4v3, right? They should do it. But if you're the Vi here, what are you thinking?
Vayne is top. I can totally steal this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I'll fucking steal this, bro. I'm queuing over the wall. So you're right that maybe they should be able to stop the Vi from queuing over the wall and stealing it while you farm top. But in solo queue, you need as much of the power in your hands as possible, right?
Yeah.
So not that I hope Sejuani Q cancels Vi Q over the wall or some stupid shit. No, I'm gonna condemn her myself, right? So yeah, we need to go. I mean, it's soul, right? How important is soul? It's pretty important.
Yeah,
so
really.
it's I think it worked out here, right? But you saw how clearly it didn't work out last game.
Yeah.
Right? So definitely a habitual problem we're seeing here, right? Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, think about it this way. You said you were asking about like farm timing, right? We kill them all. We push out the waves to set up the dragon. We do the dragon. Boom. That's your farm and the objective.
So yeah,
right?
that's my condition. That's my reward.
Yes, exactly. That's the reward for winning the fight, right? And then we kill them all. We push the waves and get Baron. Boom. Same thing, right? So, and then right now what we're doing is we're killing them. We're farming, but then we don't do the objective. So there's a problem here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fast forward. So they're on the Baron here. We have no Yuumi ulti. But we have Diana ulti and Sejuani ulti. Yeah, they can't Baron here. That's trolling. Winnable? Where's the Katarina though? You're about to get one shot if you're not careful. The way this is going, we're gonna die. Oh, okay, good. That was really good that we backed off. Wow, I'm surprised you backed off there, to be honest.
I think it was scarred by the Katarina.
Yeah, that was good. Because you were literally about to instantly die. We're kind of dying now. Here comes Katarina, by the way. Here comes EQ, dead. Right? So, what happened here? What do you think?
We tried to re-engage, but I wasn't looking at Katarina.
Katarina didn't kill you, though.
No. I was, we ran down by,
Morgana! What Morgana ability was important?
Her ulti.
Okay,
and
so...
her Q.
So, what do you think? Now that we know Morgana ulti is going to cuck us, what do we do next team fight? What do we know next time?
Next time we have to watch for Morgana ulti.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're staring at Katarina and we stare at Morgana, right? You see this? You see Katarina? Okay, she's doing her Katarina things. What about Morgana? Watch this.
She hit me with a free Q, and then yeah, she's running at me.
She's running at you, right?
Yeah.
Bro, she's running at you, dude. We gotta fucking fix this somehow, right? So we could cleanse immediately, right? And hit Morgana, because she's the one pressuring us. We probably just kill Morgana, honestly. And then we end up flashing because we're like, holy shit, we're dead. But then you're already dead, right? Definitely, if there is a team fight idea you need to work on, it's this, all right? You stare at the people with important ultis or abilities. So let's do this real quick. So who is it?
Important abilities right now is, oh my god, actually not really. There's a lot of important abilities, but
there are.
Katarina ult.
Okay, Katarina.
Vi ult.
Vi.
And Morg ult.
Okay, and binding maybe, and then even like if you get hit by CC, Kaisa's going into proc passive, right?
Yeah.
So these are the 3 people you need to stare at in a team fight. You need to watch to see if they have used their abilities yet, because they're the ones preventing you from auto attacking people, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's watch this. Fast forward. Honestly, let's keep going. A lot of the times we're just dying is just they just kill us, right?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. And the one time we chased the Vi like the Yasuo in the other game. So a lot of map awareness to this. That guy is fucking trolling. What was he doing?
I guess I don't know.
I have no idea. I have no clue. But he is trolling. They have soul, but it doesn't matter, right? We can win this. Nice to kill the Vi. Valti's not killing you because it's in the middle of 10 people.
Yeah.
Okay, and then after we kill them all, now what? Let's pause, actually. Win a team fight, now what?
Now we look, see if there's objective. There's no objective, so we just keep pushing mid because we want to get tower.
How much do we want mid? Make a guess.
We want to try to get to inhib if we can. Okay.
Make a guess of what you can force.
Yeah.
This is your future reference.
Yeah, we could force a inhib fight, I guess.
Okay. You can force the inhib tower. Okay, let's take a look, right? So I think you can force the inhib tower, which is what you guys are trying to do. Oh, okay, never mind, we can't. Back off, right? So now you know for next time, you can't force the inhib tower, right? Yeah. Maybe you say it's like timers or something like that, or maybe you have no minions, right? In this case, what happened?
We back off because Katarina was gonna come up soon.
We didn't have enough time. We didn't have enough time, right? So yeah. So now you know for next time. Okay, the best we can get is like 1 tower, right?
Yeah.
Fast forward. Okay, so the end of the game is coming soon. I think they just win the game, right? One bad fight and they end the game, or one good fight and we end the game actually.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember who won this one.
Defending the tower. Oh my god, what is Vi doing? All right, well, we're killing her. Oh, the hourglass. How do you make the hourglass better? What do you think?
I hourglass the vial.
yeah, you can do that, right? So it's easier if you are paying attention to it, right? This is why I always ask for first-person perspective, right? You're gonna tell me exactly what you were thinking here. Ready? I want you to watch your character.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh, fucking, I'm just gonna try to kill her, and then she ults, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go invisible so they can't see me. But wait,
exactly.
Fucking hourglass.
Right, exactly. Now you know. If you stare at the Vi ulti, you know what is her timing. There's only one timing here.
Yeah.
When is she gonna ulti? There's only one timing here. She's currently stunned, right?
Yeah.
When is she gonna do it?
She's gonna do it as soon as she's not stunned.
yeah, dude, exactly. That's exactly what you would do, right? You're gonna do it right when you're not stunned, right? So this you can beat this timing now, right? Now that you know. When are they gonna do it? It's at their first opportunity, okay? If they're bad players, first opportunity. Well, I shouldn't say bad players. Sorry, that was a little bit unnecessary. It's more like if they don't know this trick, they're gonna do it at the first opportunity, right? If they don't notice this trick. The better players, they're gonna try and debate you, right? But if they don't know, then expect it at the first opportunity, right? Okay, so let's fast forward. Wow, we're actually killing everyone. Holy shit! Oh my goodness, she died through her ulti. That's so funny. Here's Katarina, by the way. Oh, okay, we're good. Oh, she came in and missed. Oh, hold up, what is happening here? Okay. What am I gonna say? What do you think?
I wasn't paying attention to what they're doing. I fucking flashed after him.
All right. Well, what is happening here? We're so dead here.
Yeah.
What was the correct move, so to speak?
I could have. So as soon as I saw her come up to me, I could have just walked back or flashed over the wall instead of trying to flash after him.
Right? Or is it easier natural solution? You don't have to
Or
flash.
it's just don't follow up on the condemn.
No. We can bait Katarina here, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, what do we do when she jumps in? What's your plan? Most natural outplay.
Focus her.
True, focus her. What button can you press?
Q? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go invisible, right?
Yeah.
So take a look here. It's gonna be really obvious, right, when we talk about this, but check it out. Okay. Oh, okay, we kind of use Q, but you see Katarina now?
Yep.
Is she griefing or what?
Yeah, because she's just going to beeline for me.
Oh yeah, we just kill her, right? So, but how come we didn't see that?
Because I was too busy trying to kill Renekton.
Oh yeah, exactly. I want you to think the fights are not really won by you forcing a kill, but rather you bait them into running it down.
Yeah.
Right? And the kills come really naturally, I think. I think for you, the kills come really naturally. So you have to, you're like the kind of player where if you can bait all their important abilities and cooldowns, you're going to kill them all.
Yeah.
Right? But if you don't, you instantly die, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're seeing here. This Kenner is giga trolling, but then we kind of reverse. Yeah, we were. Yeah, exactly. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but it's good because you know that it's a main thing for you to work on, right? And if it gets better, then it's really good because if that was your one problem, then you have no team fighting problems, right?
Cool.
Okay, so we definitely have to fight this. Come on, Yuumi ulti down ulti. Let's go. Okay, is it winnable? Vi's running straight at you, by the way. Oh, we're dead. You see how that works? How did I know Vi's running at you?
Because she just walked up. That's it.
Did you see her? Watch her. Do you see her?
Yeah. She immediately got off the dragon.
Yeah, check it out. She's walking at you. She got Ori ulti walking through everything just to ulti you guys. Yo, how funny is that? She slowly walked up and pressed R. So yeah, definitely the main concern here, right? So it's not that you can't win this; it's physically winnable, right? What do you need to do?
I need to pay attention to the main threats, and then not get hit by the abilities that can kill me.
Well, how do we bait it?
We bait it by responding correctly to what can kill me.
So what's our response here then?
So here, instead of trying to just focus Renekton, once I see Vi coming up, I walk back.
Well, if you walk back, you're not doing any damage, right?
Yeah.
Aren't you guys just gonna lose the fight?
Yes.
Let me slow down for you.
I queue into bush.
Okay, but when?
When she's close enough to ult me.
Right, when she goes for it, right?
Yeah.
That's the idea. It's not that the attack is not the problem, right? You need to hit this Renekton, right? It's what comes next is important. It's not hit this Renekton until he dies because he's obviously going to do something, right? It's hit this Renekton in order to do what?
In order to bait important abilities.
Yes, in order to bait the shit out of them. And then when they get baited, you fucking kill everyone, right?
Yeah.
You saw the example where Katarina jumped in, you baited her, now we kill her, right?
Yes.
So that's the idea. We hit them to bait the shit out of them, and then we kill everyone, right? That's the main idea you want to look at. Because you would kill the whole front line here, and then maybe there's outplay potential on the back line, because they're like low, right? Yeah. But the way this worked, it was impossible. So yeah. Okay, so makes sense?
Yep.
So what are the biggest takeaways?
Biggest takeaways is pay attention to the map, so we can help the jungler have a bigger jungle diff.
Mm-hmm. When do we do this?
We do this when we're farming or when we're pushing.
When we're pushing, right? Every time we push, we're last hit. We need to take a look at the map, right?
Yes.
And then what's next?
And then next is after we have a team fight and we win, we look at the map to see if there's any objectives.
Yes.
If there are objectives, then we go to the objective. And if there aren't, then we farm. Perfect. Okay. And then last but not least. And last is when we are in a situation where there are enemies that we can fight, One, we look at the map to see where all the enemies are at and where our teammates are at. And two, we pay attention to our biggest threats, and then we try to bait their abilities.
Yes, perfect. I want you to think your attack is not just in a vacuum, right? You're gonna attack and they're gonna try and fuck you up, right?
Yeah.
Like here's a classic example. You press Misfortune ulti. Obviously, Syndra's gonna do what?
She's fucking gonna probably try to what's the thing? E.
Yeah, trying to stun you. Always trying to stun you, right? Always trying to stun you. It doesn't matter. That's her first instinct, right? Or you're trying to hit like Aatrox. What is Pat gonna do? Of course, he's gonna hook you, right? So your goal is to your attack is not necessarily useless. It's there to debate them so that you can give them the knockout punch, right?
Yeah.
So that's a good way to think about it. All right.
Got it.
So yeah. Any last questions? I guess I think we kind of covered pretty much the most important things you needed to work on, right?
Yeah. Duo, should I avoid trying to duo queue?
No, I think duo can be fine.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with duo. I mean, it wouldn't really help you in terms of the things you're working on now, unless you're on call and he's telling you go fucking dragon after you kill everyone, right? But you can duo. I mean, duo can be fun. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. All right. That's pretty much it then. Thank you.
Awesome. No problem. Let me know how your games go, and if you have clips you want to show me, so like things you have questions on, or plays where you baited the shit out of their abilities, and you're like, yo, check this out, right? Definitely send it my way, all right?
Definitely. I appreciate it.
Keep me
Thank
posted. All right, man. Have a good one.
You too, man. Later.